For anybody that's hesitant, like I'm telling you, like $49, like you're gonna be honestly, I have my master's degree. So you can only imagine how much, student loan debt, whatever like that I have or whatever. I've received more information, in my opinion, that's more valuable in your university than versus all of my education that I have
Wow.
just for $49 or 39 when I joined.
Because you took action, that's why you got it for 39.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I got a special guest, Jeremy here. He's in our Cat Credit University, and I just wanted to do this video with him just to speak about his experience in the university and hopefully he can inspire some of y'all. How y'all doing? How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm good, pretty good, man. How are you?
That's good. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. So this is the first one we're doing with the Cat Credit University. I know some people that's watching, they've probably been on the fence as far as joining and all of that. So before we even get into it, before we talk about, what you're doing, are you coming on here as like a paid actor to Cap or anything, or can we just get that out the
No,
way?
not now, bro. Like
All
I
right,
ain't. Nah.
all right, for sure. For sure, for sure. Let's start with how did you even find me? Because I don't even know if it was on social
So okay, so just to kind of like give you like a little background. So I started my entrepreneur journey probably like in 2016. Like I completely
media.
quit my job full time as an entrepreneur.
What were you?
And
What was your job?
well, my full-time job or as an entrepreneur.
The full-time job that you quit?
Oh, so I was doing physician contracting for the military. So
Okay.
basically I contract doctors to be in network to be able to take military patients.
Gotcha.
So I ended up quitting my job to go. So like I'm from the like I've always had like big dreams. And I understand like corporate America, like when you get in corporate America, you're putting like a cap, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
on the person. And it just limits you pretty much. So I always like wanted to be an entrepreneur, knew I was gonna be. So I quit my job, right? So like shout out to my mom, because my mom allowed me to like use her credit to like do things or whatever in the whole entrepreneur space. And that was
Yeah.
my first business, no experience, anything. So I ended up like messing up my credit and her credit, right?
Yeah.
So but I knew that you can get your credit repaired because I had got my credit repaired like some years back before. So I knew you can get it done. So after I did it and like I pretty much like messed up everything, I found this dude on Instagram and I paid him to like fix my mom's credit. And so when he fixed it, I hit him back up and I was like, "Hey bro, how did you do that?" And so he was like, "I have a mentorship program or whatever." So he told me the amount, I paid him the amount, and bro showed up to like one session and then he bounced. So yeah, so I didn't really like learn too much, but I learned enough to make me still like be hungry for it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So like I don't watch a lot of television. Like for the most part, I'm always on YouTube. And so I ended up, so like once you're in the algorithm, everything else starts like popping up. So all this credit stuff is like popping up on YouTube. And so I just started like watching everybody videos that was like coming up. And what attracted me to you the most was you were actually teaching more than anything, because I feel as though a lot of times I mean, because like for me, I feel as though, and this is like one of the things I feel like, even like in corporate America, is how can you successfully like run a business if you don't know like the background of it? And so for you, you were teaching consumer law, and then too, I appreciate like the forwardness of you as well, because like I'm not gonna say like my mouth is foul, but it can be.
Uh, that's the
So
marketing. I only
yeah,
want certain people to rock with me. So
nah, yeah, for
yeah,
sure. So like when you was like delivering things and you would say certain things, I'm like, bro, I rock with that because like
yeah,
I appreciate forwardness from anybody. But the main thing, honestly, where you were teaching, and that's what attracted me like the most of anything. And so you had a link in your YouTube, and so I ended up clicking because I knew it was gonna be a call. So I was just like, I'm already preparing for that. But
yeah,
then like, let me see how much it's gonna be because I'm just like, bro, I just got scammed from this oh boy, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
let me see how much it's gonna be. And I think when I signed up, it was like 39 or something like that or whatever. So when I looked at it, like, oh, like that's nothing cool, whatever. So I signed up and I like from that day, like so I'm a crash like type of person. So once I get information, I'm a crash it. And
Mm-hmm.
so at Saturday, I pretty much like took off the whole entire Saturday and I just went through everything.
Mm.
And so And so I also was reaching out to people as well, to like different like friends and family members, and was just like, hey, like I do credit, da da da.
Yeah.
Not knowing, you know what I'm saying, like what I was doing or anything, but I just really like took that leap of faith, and I literally did every single thing that you told me from
Yeah.
start to
Yeah.
probably within, I would say when I submitted like my first thing through the CFPB, I want to say probably like within 7 days, I got like my first results. And
No.
so so after that, everything else just started rolling through. And that's, I was just posting like all of my wins in the university. And I'm like, yeah, like bro, you like really know what he's talking about. Because to me, I feel like knowing the consumer law, like understanding it, because one thing that I knew about the US, and I always say this to like all of my friends,
Hmm.
the United States is a business, it's a
Yeah.
corporation. And
Yeah.
I so once you're able to navigate or like learn how a corporation works, you can navigate through it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
less stressful in life because people mess up their credit all the time and they think that that's the end all be all. Like, dang, I messed up my credit, can't
Hmm.
move. And it's just like, nah, yes, you can. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, but what really attracted me to you was the educational part behind it more than anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. Appreciate that. Were you watching me like for a while, or how was that?
Not
Walk us through.
as soon as oh boy like disappeared, I instantly got on YouTube because I call YouTube University.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, I instantly got on YouTube and I started putting in, like how to remove because like I already knew how to read a credit report. So
Gotcha.
I putting in, you know what I'm saying, like how to remove certain things, and that's when yours popped up. Cause like I would just go through maybe like the first like 5 minutes of, like people's like video. If I didn't really, I don't know, it was just like a feeling, a vibe. Like, like you can kind of read energy pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
And but nah, it was right after. Like as soon as Oh Boy bounced, I found you probably the same day, to be honest. And I ended up
Oh,
signing up
wow.
probably the same day.
Okay, cool. So what made you, because a lot of people watch the YouTube, what made you decide like, okay, cool, I see this $39 a month. It's 49 now, but I see this $39 a month. I don't know if you got a free trial. We might have not been doing a free trial when you came in. Yeah. Did you get a free
No,
trial? Yeah. Okay.
no.
So what made you like pull the trigger if you just found me? Like you weren't watching, you didn't have to get nurtured, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm a risk taker. I always
Gotcha.
have been. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, bro, it's just $39. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, that's nothing. Like
Yeah.
even if oh boy turned out to be a scam too, $39, like cool, whatever. Like I spend that on BS. You know what I'm saying?
You're
So
right.
I
Okay.
was I was just gonna take the risk.
Gotcha. Okay. So I want to go back to you said you got results in 7 days. Can we talk about what kind of items you were deleting, just so
Uh,
people know?
collections. Uh
Collections?
collections and hard inquiries, yeah.
Okay.
Throughout the process now, I've been getting a little bit more like pushback on like bankruptcies and charge offs and things like that. But as
Hmm.
for those inquiries and those collections, they came off just like that.
Collections, inquiries. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna also leave Jeremy's info down below so y'all can tap in with them because you're taking clients, right? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. Are you doing? Because I don't know your setup. I know you said you were hitting people up. Are you like in the process of doing people for free? Are you taking on paid clients? What does that look
Yeah.
like?
So initially, that was the whole like I ended up like doing 6 people for free.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I'm kind of past that part, like at this point. And to be honest, I even want to go a whole different diet. Like, honestly, I like your blueprint. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, I like your blueprint as far as like with the university. And then also, I just watched the video that you posted last night of basically talking about the funding, like starting a funding company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm complete like 100% interested in that. And what's crazy is I already have my first client from somebody from my chiropractor office of me just talking about, like I do credit. And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, he was just, telling me that he actually has two different businesses and he's trying to get funding for it. And he don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like which way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like holler at me. So I just really be getting like people just having a conversation off of word of mouth.
Dope. That's dope. You say you like my blueprint. What do you mean by that? Are you talking about
As
the
far
different programs or?
as far as just how you set up everything as far as okay, so I'm not gonna lie. So taking on clients, okay, so let me just go back just a little bit. So when I started my business, I started a coffee business.
Okay.
And being in that customer service role, dealing with people, bro, could be like very difficult. It's like
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like so with the credit thing, when I initially got like my first clients, and mind you, I'm doing it for free or whatever, but like I had to tell one of my homeboys, I was just because he would be like sending me stuff every morning. And I'm like,
Mhm.
bro, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
let me do the work. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
you weren't worried about your credit not too long ago. So just
Yeah.
continue
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
about what I do. But having people hit me up like every other day, hey, what is this? What is this? What? And I'm like, bro, like, and I get it. We live in like this microwave generation. Everybody wants instant
Mhm.
gratification, but
Mhm.
that really kind of swayed me away from actually fixing people's credit, like and wanting to go a different direction, still in the credit space, but just a different direction.
Mhm.
Because that, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, because like, bro, like people was hitting me up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'll be up, and I
Oh
guess
no, that's crazy. Yeah.
like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, just
Yeah.
bringing me stuff about credit. And I'm like, well, if you already know how to do it, then just do it yourself then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that just kind of like swayed me away from that. And so when I say like your blueprint is for it's like, like I'm not saying that I won't take on clients. Um, I would honestly have to interview with them first just to see where their mindset, just to see like what their goals and stuff are. So I'm not saying that I'm not. But as far as like even with the university, like I like the way that you have the university, as far as and then just like all of the information because I feel as though, say for instance, like you had an ebook, right? Like, yeah, you can push out an ebook, but your university, like you have videos in there, like you're
Mhm.
teaching people like this is the step-by-step process. To
Mhm.
me, like that eliminates a lot of questions that may,
Yeah.
like be coming your way. So I like that. And then I also like that, you're on the funding side as well, because that's even
Yeah.
more, you know what I'm saying? So I just like your blueprint, like how you have everything structured pretty much.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, and I guess just a follow up on that. I'm not really involved in the credit repair process side of
Mhm.
things. I have my VAs that handle that, and then
Yeah.
my sales team takes on the thing because you know how you said like dealing with clients
Now,
and the reality of credit repair. It typically comes with people that they're gonna have that type of demeanor. So that's
yeah.
why yeah, I'm focus. We focus more on as far as my dealings is with people that need the funding, and obviously it's a lucrative bag. So I guess as far as like what's next for you, I know you said that you're continuing to do the credit, but what would you say you're looking at maybe for the next 6 months or so? I mean, we're about to head into 2025. Let's just talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. Honestly, my next step, once I actually like set this up and get like all of that rolling, my next step would be to actually get up to the funding part. Like I'm definitely interested in that for sure. I because like one of my mentors, shout out to Ashton CEO. I don't know if you know me like on Instagram, like all the rest of them, but one of the things that he stated that kind of like changed my mindset as it pertains to like business in general, he was just like, if you want to forever make money, be a solution to somebody's problem. You
Hmm.
know what I was
Yeah,
just like, dang, but then at that point, I wasn't in the credit space. So I'm like, what kind of, solution can I provide for somebody? So that's what really like changed my whole mindset when it came to like the whole credit thing. And then of course, just going back and I'm like, you know what? I've had to get my credit fixed twice. You know what
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I need to learn the game, like I need to learn this off. So
definitely. I guess also for the people, how long have you been in the university?
um I maybe like 6 weeks, maybe.
Six
It has
weeks.
been. Yeah, because I like the second payment hasn't even came out yet, so it ain't even
Gotcha.
been maybe like 6 weeks.
Gotcha. Okay, so I mean, we got almost 100 people in there at this point, but obviously you're on the call for a reason from taking action. I guess what kind of piece of advice would you have for somebody maybe that's already in the university? They're
Mhm.
looking to take it to the next level, but maybe they just haven't been in that space to take action.
To be that would be my advice is to take action. Like faith without work is dead at the end of the day. And I've always been the kind of person that like I'm gonna try it, and
Yeah.
either it's gonna work out or it's not,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, like there's always learning lessons. I feel as though you can always learn something throughout like whatever situation. So I just say take action, like literally, like start from the very beginning. Like I said, like I'm a crash person, so I'll take out the whole day, literally 24 hours, and I would just crash everything. But just take action, and you just never know. You just never know.
Yeah.
But I am a living witness to say that it does work,
Mhm.
So yeah, but like my advice would be to just take action. Don't be scared, just take action. Like just put it out in the universe and just see what happens.
Definitely. So that's advice for the people that's in the university. So,
Yeah.
we salute them. They took a step. Let's talk about the people that's watching, but they still are like, okay, it's $49 a month. I don't know if I want to pay that. Like, what piece of advice would you have for them as far as that?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like that's really all about priorities,
Okay.
like that you really want. Because at the end of the day, like what's really $49, to be honest?
Mhm.
Like I know families, I'm not saying that it's a great thing, but I know families that will go out and spend that at McDonald's, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Something that's non-nutritional, but yeah, it's just $49. But to be honest, I feel like the information that you get is so valuable. $49 ain't nothing. You know what I'm like? It's honestly, bro, if I'm just being completely honest, I think that's undervalued. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like the amount that you're charging for that. But I understand, like that helps people out too. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely get that. But the value that you get for $49, it is definitely worth it for sure. Like to me, I look at this information as being life changing. Because like I said, my like one of my other mentors or whatever, like I said, he's like be a solution to a problem. And I'm like, bro, this is a solution. So
Yeah.
to me, I get the information that's in like within your university and even just how you explain things. Like I watch your videos every day because it like I try to, like penetrate it like in my brain. So therefore I can just like regurgitate it, but then also just understand it more too at the same time. So
Mhm.
for anybody that's hesitant, like I'm telling you, like $49, like you're gonna be honestly, I have my master's degree. So you can only imagine how much, student loan debt, whatever like that I have or whatever. I've received more information, in my opinion, that's more valuable in your university than versus all of my education that I have
Wow.
just for $49 or 39 when I joined.
Because you took action, that's why you got it for 39.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's huge. Definitely appreciate that.
Nah, no problem.
I guess just to wrap up, where can the people find you? We're gonna leave links in the description, but like right now, where can people find you if they want to get their credit
Um,
fixed, get funding, all that?
well, I haven't set it up yet. And
Okay.
yeah, so I haven't like set up like my YouTube or like Instagram or like any of that yet. So I'm
Leave
not sure.
description when it's available.
What'd you say?
I said we'll leave it in the description when it's
Yeah, no,
available. Yeah,
like because honestly, like now that I believe, I'm about to go ahead and set everything up. So it'll be like definitely like extremely soon.
got you. Okay, with that being said, appreciate you, Jeremy.
All right.
This is the first one. We'll probably do more with other students as they come. I appreciate you.
Y'all no problem.
Have a blessed one. Yep.